assalamu alaikum badi mulu. Assalamu alaikum al kontong. Mbadi mulu. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Ngali be konton ngali be semla na program to mengkata na political discussion odi ka sambali na wati ni wati ning watu me ala ko kufundita me mbenna de sambali na bifana fundita na woku kile munyina la kaje ko ngana kacha ko la men bedeni na banko fon la ko la woto wakamala se mo be konton kan be bisimlay kafali ko albisimlay na political discussion to kabunang aliye UDP TV and media janning bedun naka jakono bedwala patio bedwala gambia ka kenyame watu wati anin ka fanyame ndron wala nyenti kadwa banko kairola kaira bala simayala ni jari kende ya bala kadwa na UDP patio fana na alfali fo ala si jari kende ya tu bulokono ala si so tanko la sentano bulokono ani sentano la masibolo ibulol kono atol jiberlan fana kal be konto kiling atola ningal konto wala ka wato menta ka jibe jang ka wato menta ka gambia la ko follow badol fana be konto na lamin job UDP TV media admin Usman Silla Bakari Marena salbe konto batol la comment so je kantam for now badol fana be konto na ba fulali ko juma mubarak alaman na juma siala alama na batolu mutala momo ka batuke ning kaira ko mu alama ala ya muta ning ko mu fo ala se sondo mo ni faleng ay koro ko ni aya bondi sondo mo kono be kala ka ala dan wala wati na banko fana menke da gambia bankoti nde jivo plakatu mol bloko no media lon koy be bankoti nyakan ko kunum almamo do be je adiamuta ndesan minumo almamo leti molel minyenti media lon ko yaitandi nanun koy date politiko kono imme fongo konti political party clean kono kuno nga dola audio moy menketa bostas imam turati kaitandi opposition la ko alkana kamfa ali banko bulambulo kono damata bodelano alkana kamfa alientu banko beta kan nyama alkana kamfa ali jusbo gambia la kola desan kabringa nga almamo nyina ko momo ya duntan na bake ka bawo ngalon ko kabre nyin 2021 kate fayo nyin atambita gambia banko kan mo jamale be menu ni okuyata jamale be menu kamfata jigalati ta bawo ya je ko kuriya keta kate fayo nyin asunyata kuman nanoje jamako yeda bondi gambia la kodole desan ni wiya watra suno watra par kono niye almamo nyina ko mo nyala moy e ka faham ko kube kere banko kan masibol be ke kan na gambia banko kan wodo kamala manjara moye mo fana mang nying fangoso do prokaji ko nga give up nga gambia banko nyi ngabula minu bulo kono yenna banko nyi tinya ibrahima fadera baraka yenna gambia banko nyi ta ya tinya bulo kono ning aboda alabala bese funtina hanisai be ngalon na banko la koye ngaje ko na banko ay funti to la musol biye to la dimul biye andum to le fana sa jeno nga pressure di pro banko be fali na nyame kuriyal men be ke kam masa kunda kono mo be nga den be nga kuriya ni ka funtinde bataka propagate good governance be nga wo propagate gambia banko kan fo sen na banko sambano nyato banko biya be tembo mento ku tekeri me alon ka bita kan nyama balu be kolearing tanko tekeri banko kan molu ni mantanka mola soto fe mantanka gambia banko kan bari wo be momenti wala masakunda jawo membe na banko kan masakunda kurungo membe na banko kan masa hamentango membe na banko kan aning asansan nalu men mu hamentango walti kanda malu fayndi nyokan kanda malu kuyandi na banko fele ko be loring wo dalilo kamala ntebe mo be danila fe be UDP fe mantra UDP mo kana foko be gambia banko to la gele te gilti tale te give up tale am don wo manke solution oti ning be nga ka wonya ma hardship ning abetar lambele ko kan bi abetar lambele ko kan sama bawo gambia banko lom ning ko be kolearing fanna kilumula ate fanna do karla aba ko yaring fanna kilimula ate fanna do karla bare banko be tembo mento mandingol kam mum fo wolom kuto ko ate borla barate muluma la fana banko mantara borikan banko mantara muluma kan banko be tembo mento bi abalori lod la kilimula to wo be mansum fenna fo nga hamentangol men soto nyaato nga banko din kurungol men soto nyaato menu be maralen na banko la tanya kendo la kola wole wo besa ning kontondro bandani wo yamaro kol felebe fundi kan Gambia tumando tonya be jadla baake nin ku fundi ta Gambia ngam hankilol fonantu pour janning be kol ni fontende la ni lokgo kono kol fele men yalon koy fundi ta banko kan andong ay diamosi ande baake albe nyinke wo men je kan na screen auto ten ko nyina mu Samba Jalloti Samba Ba ko nyina mu Samba Bati NPP bari ate fanam be do ko wala immigration ne yo nga kumu kawol menu fundita nun kaitan dinna ko immigration na nyaton ko yaning muso muta ala office kono Watson Gambia le ya published anata na funding audio fana lata kam bari nga Watson Gambia jele ya clarification oloke ka funding ka kuwoni ka clarify bawo wala jarata mobe kam mo yalon ko ite mum do kulalti ka kibarol funtinde bang wallanto mi defo mo activist lati nin ko men kede ka funtinde mom ka tangano kula yemen publish amanna soto aka be ka depend information level but men ko mayata jang ya maytandin na wolom nyimmu MPP ko lati Samba Ba bari molom me yalon ko sifatam fanso diata e bari Samba Ba wala funtida ka kangola immigration na director kan kaitandi Gambia dingol la ko yani musolo muta ala office kono pour nyin kamara ko isa baya ala kala place to bawo ate Samba Jallo ye même fo ala ko to wolo nyinti ko ate mu molati mi ala ko si fatam fans la balo oto mo saje ko mon ko immigration na director ate aje ko manke sioti menyan nakatara be place mento bitum anata na fundin kanyi bulia balla kam pour kaje ko aya bay ning alien na nyi government kono jibe ning alien na nyi Gambia banko jibe aning NPP la masakunda NPP la tamanya be nyame manya na kala moy surprise ti bawo NPP fon loda wala kan wala mu jamfati NPP loda jamfale kan kaje ko ka Gambia dingolu ka jamfa ning si fatam faso divide and rule ka dunde na politiko kono anu say wala dunda je amanna ke MPP fasa lal fon damati fo NPP fon wala nyaton kolo wala le fon be lore nyinko makaje ko ka sidol fisandi sidolti kasiyol dammalu dundi nyola na doku dulal to doku de kala noje bare men kake mo bela makati bayramati doku dulal to golo mu nyinti ko mbenyin sikar bayla je nyaadile mbenyin sikar bayla je nyaadile mbenyin sikar bayla je nyaadile amanke nyinti ko de ko kafuko nyine be doku wakala akendama nyine be doku wakala akendama nyine be doku wakala akendama so nyine be caring na masa kunda ko no science inteng nyine be caring na masa kunda ko no science inteng so wala sabu ko nga fundi na janga nyin nyada kurungo nyimmo kurungo ngaitandi mobela puri baje la ko Gambia be salon NPP betenne mo jama be je men yalon ko tol ya sute ko wol manke siolti men nyan nakatara e palaso dolto wallanti to la patiol kono i benyin sifale kala ko Adam Barrow e make campaign time anin unfortunate mandinga keba mandira debbo by fosti kalo ka mandin kolu neng kalo ka kukurungol fo Gambia banko ka message siol dundi nyola woku sifalo ngamira nun ko kabrin katre fe wata bida bol sebanno bare hanbi afele ngaje wollel be funtin kan be kekan andum menu fana yake imanana man funtin ka Gambia dingol muta ka mol bolose ñun dama be je hanni dara fokka buro kono e benyin konnante ya men tulanda maltema ayakan kato be futale makka buro kono ko ko dembo bay force wol be nyame bawo nin do yam fate do te yam fala andum mo jamaati yam fala no dembo bay force ya ay wo kuma kurungol men fo kuma kuntangol men fo campaign time ani Adama Barrow fo kuma kuntangol men fo ka kasiyol damal dundi nyola nyin kada moti men kada Samba Ba fana is one of those tribalists many alongo they are working under the government with the sole intention of tribalizing the entire government sectors. Wale asabu Gambia ba kole ani doku tekala noje bawo molbe doku wala doku dal men yano ko wollel nyen na kakato ke kaje ko mon ko Gambia banko e funde fondin kelu ngan tarol bondi ngan na londol use bang ngan na sebol use ani na ferol na doku ke na mole bang balwo son ya die bari hani wota kala o manke la priority mu menti wolo nyiti kan da malo ko yani nyokan nyin hani men sa nyaadaje ibalo na ko mokurumba ibalo na ko jika jawba ikatele wo jika sifa ni wo bota je mbe yamaro mendila Gambia fonnikel bela immigration director mbe yamarlo mendila itol bela kew wala nyinti ko ni be doku wala Gambia dingolien ibe doku wala civil service alinga kuwal ke kuwal nyanna kata nyame ni man kuwal ke kuwal nyanna kata nyame kule bine kam me yalon ko idam male betat le faway kabring tembo me yalon ko ngalon ko Adama Barrow be luntangol register kan na Gambia banko kan luntangol be register kan Gambia banko kan moli yaay tandi ko luntangol be register kan Gambia banko kan andum luntangol ben ID card so la nyaadi le wala mu ibasato la immigration ne immigration na nyaton ko wala council dige kalwali noma loi Gambia loi memfo kaje ko ikana na ID card so bari ngaje ko ye tlo kuntu wol bela foy fanambe boso kono la bam fo amantara boso kono malo bari men ko mayati jam wolo nyinti ni be do ko la Gambia banko la loi memfo woke mo kana song mo ye use against the very people men mu Gambia dingol ti ite fo dingol ni fawol be men kono sama kamala illa darajo setinya illa lanno se kuntu mol blokono mote lali lanno kotake andu mo kilimol yemen mako ka kuriya ni tabi Gambia dingol kan ala sinata ay kelo dundi kan kaje ko yete fanan fo la kuriya ni ya futindi banda ye kele kuriya kilum me yalon ko ini lada nyokam menna ye kele wo kuriya kilum nyinka benyi yamaro di la Gambia dingol bele be do ko wala any sector for the sisa baraka jera fadera ala baraka Ibrahima fadera ala baraka ibe do ko wala sector wo sector to nyinya na kala Gambia di ube karamalati immigration na director ndemantara fasa kan bawo kuriya ketala department wotole ayanya la kan ye luntangulu register le men yalon ko ye Gambia kayto soto woli carte fay amman ku geje amman diamo li en diamo de fom pareta imam mo dankun woton ndemantara jambi ka fasa ndebe men baykan wolo nyenti ko nying mo kurum me yalon ka be screen do samba ba men ka sifatan fan so dun dinna masakunda kono ka kamala modu kam men yalon koy man soto ze Adama Barrow ko nyaaw nyarandi ze Adama ko nyaaw nyarandi bari to nya do be je ni nga funtita be lolo o kan ngawo fo bawo UDP fon be lori wala kan ka to nya sabatindi ka mulu ke kilinti ka banko wala samaje ndolla lon kam fon be mo wala kan UDP la lon kam fon be mo wala ti woto kaitan dalla ko this is that zombie may ya lonko ay allegational pedal on the immigration director, allegations that are known to be false, completely false allegations. I meant ke immigration na director nyinka samba ba. So si fanam fanso be ke kan na masa kunda konole ando ngamanya na kala moe terema kuti bawo na president of the zoo president na wo mansa me yalon ka man hamesoto ata hamesoto la wala ya dondi na banko la politiko kono anu sayinga keta kuti me yalon ko mol kaje ko wala mu ketati Gambia banko kan you either ye boy fond wala ye fonden doliye wallanto ite bondi mansa kunda kono do wala amanke ko tega ko ko competence de mbe mute la just 2 seconds na audio la moy ngamuruna mbade wolu alali hakobe ni nyebake audio la nata me yalon ko mbawole la moy kanno ngamena dum fa audio ning programme ni bebe kala no kilon fontile yo wala sabu ko batu ngala moy bawo to mando kata programme wala ka very good information so do me yalon ko ini mo nyana ka si anjo kanne yo wala sabu ngam yo to manike e nyina mu samba sodi samba so samba ba wo mo kuno me alon ko alaftaka immigration na director nying pruka je ko ya wo bonding ye probably ya ta samanang wala ye modo samanang member bola siko tan kan wala mala daliloti wala sabu ay kawala nyinkan woto Gambia be salo nyama ko même populista ka itandi ko immigration na director ya ne musolo mutalo office ko na mafo ko immigration na director mo kendoti ngafu jande internet wala jang immigration na nyin director ngamuta nga support nga fasa but to nyani me yalon ko injustice membe ke kala mafo that is what we just want to clear kaitandi ko mon ko the tribal division Adamo Barrow mendu na political kono is the same tribal division member na central government, and it is unfortunate that it goes beyond dolfonlinga imagine abedanda damento. Now who is going to be the next victim ningande mang immigration director la nyin kumonyo fo immigration director did wrong ay kuriyaleke ay connived with Barrow the zoo government kajeko ye luntang lu register ye samanang luntang ye katso fay. He was part and parcel of it because he was the director, and any malpractices made along Kaketa Immigration Department, he is going to be the first person who we are going to hold responsible for that malpractice Memketala Department on Yinto. So Sambabala intentional movement has been cleared. No about again, na topic flanjango na topic flanjango wa movementi walon yinti na kuljele meni alon ko ikeda kujau balu Adama Barrow ikatata malile iko Adama Barrow tata malile African Union ndamala muna sabu African Union bitano nyato Mali Ivory Coast ngalam ko tension obe Ivory Coast ni Mali tema West Africa tension obe ni move lol tema military tension olo Mali soldier masakundali biye ya coup d'état leke Mali nata itandi ko mun kay malafi français la men yalla on koy be la banko kam bawo Mali la sojarol ye benge wolo nyinti ko balannalu men be Mali kan kam men fuko le rebelolu wo rebelolu nyi Mali ko wila sojarol ye sudere ko Ivory Coast France be wolle use kam pour ka je ko nyi sojar masakunda men be ye coup d'état African wolu ndemalo mun to la African problem. We have leaders many along mira. Ivory Coast la president ofanang yisong France ka use ka sojarol ki Mali ka je ko katam Mali la president mo nyin kawo coup d'état je nyin kamala ko candidia di France bankola nyene mo West African leadership la problem what we have very useless leaders in West Africa media mo la West Africa la ba on dolbe West Africa so nin ko be West Africa ma rek wentol male as Gambians. But West Africa nyato ka furim balal kambo na tundo nyinka nyin kuobe seriously nyamen kabrida the United Nations la nyin General Assembly la inata na nyato ka fula dombo ikamen bidaka nyin kuo nyin negotiation o nyin ke ka peace nyin preach between Ivory Coast ni Mali temo bawo Mali Ivory Coast la soja demal mutameni alonko dunda na Mali banko kanne andu Mali ya je ko nyulu yenyulel kinam pour kana kana coup d'état. This is what happened. Ivory Coast soldier dema bal na Mali kono kanaka Mali la masa kundani ko kureta Mali la soldier oli yemuta yebe mute bulo kono yebe sono andi bi de kan ke kitini France be banku do use kan African banku do use kan against the sister country, the sister nation to fight for the interest of the French government. Kataka nyimediation no nyinke Malining Ivory Coast tema. African Union Fanamanta more choose. This one is better. Ghanaian president, war is okay. Ghanaian president waka wasambaje wahakilo warta bakel. But the African Union imam more select menu bitala kanyi problem munyin can mediate. Naman kemoti men hakilo muga fengeno hana fonga la banko kole abege fonga la banko the smallest problems men bala banko kan amuga wol fonga geno. Nyine asabon kabring Adama Barrow futa da Mali Maliano ya start ka bo airport of fongo Maliano ya start ka gele airport of fongo bawo ko nyin fo president wala mbam fo rebelo wala mbam mumalo ali audio moyle ya karika chofe batata Maliano because Mali fongo mal lafi nyene la banko kan ka je ko hakilima ya be damento adai ke je kawo kacha because amuka fem ofano Barrow is doomed and he is a very doomed president. Barrow la hakilo be nyamen what a mediation kala no member any positive outcome generate la. As far as peace and reconciliation is concerned. Peace building man easy. Peace building manke area di me alonko ikadi molla men hakilo be loring asinkumbaka. Peace building kadi molla many yalonko hakilo e wasa domandinke. Bari African Union fanandila nyamatia wala sabuntul ka fo konteka fo the President Union. Because he manke mantara Africa African Union be it was President Male. Nimme diata me yake ye nyo fasa ye. Nimme diata me yake ye nyo fasa ye. Fusa en klinkli wol men ka funti kono men haklo wata demanding many ye Africa la progressive path ning ya sude demanding people like Buhari hanni ayata nunko to Nigerians. Buhari is also a tissue paper. But okay, in my perspective, Buhari, since I intention also to go down, to step down and allow other candidates to come and contest for the presidency in Nigeria. That alone, I hold him in a very high, esteem. Democracy, at least the most important parts of democracy, asonta waldola. Among greedy kajekomungo ayala term try to be able to extend the term limits. Because any president in Africa may along kaka term limit nim push to puru alamolukam at a term limit nyusato. Ibekalaban dictator yalla. And most of them are very useless, just like Barrow. Most of the presidents, many along they are pushing for the third terms in Africa. They are the most useless presidents in Africa. Look at their countries like Gambia. Look at Gambia. Look at Gambia, look at Togo. Togo la president, that dictator. Look at what is happening in Togo. Nothing is better in Togo, fana. Uganda Benyamin, Museveni. What the fana betantene. So these are the most useless presidents. Many are besiri. Ibela Bankol come for 20-something years, but yet still, handing ilamusolu sasata, they take them outside the country for them to have a treatment, a better treatment. If they are moms and fathers, their children, they even go and attend schools in abroad. Even Mansayala for 20 years. You couldn't even build any good institution that will serve the purpose of a better education in that country. That is the most shameful part African leadership failed to come and achieve. I saw Barrow there. Barrow preach in terms of peace to these people. What sensible statements, what sensible suggestions Barrow to preach to the Ivorians and Malians, Clinton. What sensible statements, a brotherly Africanism, Barobe men Sambalanam, Pan-Africanism, Barobe men Sambalanam, member Nucala no Clint, Baumome allocated from La Banco, even the slightest of problem, you bring tribalism in it. Anything, Atekaji Komongabe, political scores of Lanyaming, it is only tribalism that Barrow can score a political point. Only tribalism, because most of us, we left ourselves to be consumed by the tribal sentiment, by the tribal self-importance of a particular tribe. So this is the only thing that Barrow can offer. So shameful that African Union Barrow invited Sifato. This guy he's supposed to be excommunicated from every activity African Union kono ning ayatra nunko hakilimayale beje kan hakilolu kawoli yurwandije. But Maliano le nyusutele. Kunusuto alia Maliano la audio moile desa. Sain Gambiano le ajel la fambarata. Hani bantalon ko ka jele Mali ka jele. No wonder kunusuto fa amuruntana. Ni wanta bela la jele padiem honda. Karaga padiem honda. Kunun tenun fon ka bela fla non ke la je. Bar kunun fon la amuruntana. Hana basiri ni jodam da ka sinota. Alama sonia. Mbitan na topiki sabanyang otole nga kachakata bake. Wala kita Gambia aliamo ile kunung mulia kachale kuol fundita Gambia banko kan kaje ko ikon na Gambia banko kan banka keta ye turo men fi Barrow banka keta ay turo men fi na Gambia banko kan hansaing aturo nying abe bambandingel ko Salaji atol men be esklino jekan ay ko nyemu Salaji lati na Gambia Salaji iko Salaji kunung na drug law enforcement agency wala data Salaji ye kibaro soto itata Salaji kataji ka kisi roke je kibaro mesoto bar kabri futata Salaji kono itata bungo kono bungo me alon ko yenyin sobo soto ko sira fengol lel beje banka keda e sira fengol men sifal sambana wo sira fen sifal beje malafika to fonda la bari nyim pudar ko yonyen albe yalo nan kam fu pudar ko yemani pudar ko yemani ko yewole taraje sira fengo nyin pudar ko yema kilo me ya bali prae tono si me ya bali prae tono si kam fancy amam fancy msafo ko mongo like container valom banka keda men sifa sambana sayin Gambia furara nyim pala soloto wala sabu sayin monya naka fahamle mune asabu mol kadu kanyo famul wala mol kadu kanyo so mol kadu kanyo la famul sunya yenela kodda kono ye sunya ni balanta yefa kuteno la je dalilol men bebe wol ko mo wollel musira fango be abe siare Gambia banko ka nyame nyin sira fango be siare Gambia banko ka nyame mo safo ko nyin sifa be dunnano Gambia banko kanne mansa kunda makalamta ngasira fango nanka mo funanteng banka kede ya sambana ne mutaroke moli e dole sambano kan nanne ke ye mutaroke bar say banka kede e wo sira fango nyi men sambana wo sira fango le banka kede fango le abe siri state house okon abe siri state house okono abe siri state house okono because that is what we are going to say as long as banka kede imafo nyi jimale banka kede ti we are going to assume that Adama Barrow is the banka kede Adama Barrow is the omega and alpha in this Adama Barrow is banka keda. That is what we are going to assume. Because kabringi drug point fundida watu mena. Aliyakalam tale, this was 2021, and Honorable Lawyer Usenu Numkunda Dabo, my president, he taxed the Adama Barrow government. Kaja Komongo, let them tell the Gambians what exactly happened and who is banka keda. Gambians wanted to know this. This was in 2021. They failed to prove to us who banka keda was. They failed to tell us or to tell us Jumala mu banka keda ti. Yenying sira fam la fana mabo damento Gambiano na journalistol muka access to noje the Gambians should be able to access these things for record keeping kaje ko mongo they are safe ni bi de jani la fana the journalist must be present kaje ko mongo ye amount ni memfo inyanda ka be mezole be nyala ye be yele for transparency purposes ya be yele ya be jani nyala bol be manke a fella with the same type of sira fango men circulate ko ye memuta banka keda bulo kono bole be circulate kan Gambia ko teke kunu ko ye wala muta Salaji information nga men so do wolo nyinti ko nyin Salaji bu mu nyime yalon ko al nyabala ye maytan dina wolo nyinti ko dindingolu ye menu to fuje ko wollel ye adinyulu la e ko dindingolu wol fana mula middle manol let bari molel be wol ko ma government officials those who are responsible kaje ko bol fanan kany sira fota kadi nyin dindindol ya samba nyin la dolto bol ya wafi ye sira fo mentare ge ko ni ya ay man ko dola Gambia ko dola abitale fo dalaso billion ye même fo ko ni ye nyin sira fo nyin ya hay man Gambia ko dola abitale fo dalaso billion killing abitale fo Gambia la dalaso billion yalo mangi sira fen chakante Gambia la daso billion kilimo nienye sira fango wafi ngabe futala world now alinga mfongo nyininka masakunda Adama Barrow la nyi syndicates Adama Barrow la nyi con members con men and women Barrow ka nyi kodol men bed that's out all these dubious businessmen or dubious let me say con men many alongo they come under the umbrella as a businessman kanana Gambia Bangkoka. All these foreign investors, so-called foreign investors, who in fact are unable to create any job for the Gambians. I wonder why or what they are investing on in the Gambia. Why do you think all these people are coming to embrace the presidency of Adama Barrow, to keep praising him, even when they knew very well that Adama is the most backwarded, the most developmental-oriented President Meya Lonko abe kirin dunia kon. The most useless president ever. But nying businessman ul felekana ibebe denala ibeba pusla. Dolbe ko dal lolae. Dolbe ko di bakada mo dilala. Ibadila dimola. Ibadila la president advisor sola. Iba kuol kela. Dalilo membe ke wala nyinti ko. Nyin sira fa membe beka du Gambia banko kam. Adama Barrow ya be kalam tale. Adama ya kalam tale. Wala sabu. Akan niyo ko ya bag. Ninga ken Gambia la ke baje. Alfa koto ika Adama Barrow support pula men sama go betela lasilo betinyala abela lasilo betinyala nimmol ko banka keta e kom kana fo banka keta UDP kol ka fo ko NPP kol le tamwot. Ask yourself ning al hakilo bakan journalist le sidi njangi nin kanyin nal this banka keta issue akoy kana yin kala mune asabung akoy kana yin kala. They know something about it. NPP knows something about this banka keta stuff. Masakunda la lawyer memu president Adama Barrow fonga la lawyer wole be banka keta represent kan court. Adama Barrow fonga la lawyer and a personal lawyer wole be banka keta represent kan court. Then who is banka keta? As long as the government fails to come and tell the Gambian who banka keta is, the assumption from us is going to be the government is banka keta, Adama Barrow is banka keta incarnate. Adama Barrow will remain banka keta. This is why Gambian no be nyo fala murula, mo be nyo fala. Every youth, 25 years, 20 years, 16 years, more bele ni kada nyama toti because ibeka nyine ma, ibeka nyine ma, sira fongo mo beka wale ma. You take it and you feel happy. No job, nothing to make our youth busy, nothing there for them to develop or to plan for their future. This is how sensitive the nature of the Gambia is today. This is how hopeful the youths in the Gambia are. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. The so-called investors, many along they come to the Gambia as investors. Investors, many along imuka doku de dano moe, imuka Gambia dumutano dokula. Will pay jama bengina komaje and dum. Investor nada. Gambia banko kan. Will be kakatale inim moe na kinyola Gambia masakunda kono. Membe kelela Gambia masakunda ni tolte moti kajeko. Ni lefta ka kukuru doleke wasalo ini masakunda tie male you scratch my back I scratch your back yen ko manganya nge ko manganya ni yedunda kukuru kono ngakodo di la ke ko manganya ifana yen ko manganya yekuntu ni masakunda tie ma yekuntu ni luati ma and now that investor, that foreign investor will be above the law in our country. Wolel kanyun be sambana plus banka keta Adama Barrow plus banka keta Adama Barrow for ninkil be fala Gambia banko ka Adama Barrow la mansa kunda be droko wafila Gambia banko ka Adama Barrow la mansa kunda ibe droko wafila Gambia banko ka Gambia dingul be fala kadi ka wala use Gambia dingul bebe kala nyama toti because ibe wala use kana fondin kero bi suto ngamoy ni futara Gambia suto hanni balafa balo do yata iniye ka kuyale fi fonka lon ko ni kuyata dindi wol bebe sita doti be molgel andin kambandin ni sungurin ningo abela mu yememfo sungurin nin kambandin ibele be sira fongo makan Gambia banko ka. So this is the incident men hapunta and I'm so as time goes on nin serious journalist ol tendende la dokwala ibe si fa jamal ibe kuwoni duma funtindi la bawo yememfo masakunda dokula nyatan ka bal wala ba ko woni kono nyatan ka balu wala ba ko woni kono nyatun ka balu wala ba ko nyin kono ngali ko Adama Barrow la masakunda corruption wote bola no nyimma sakunda kono alala lungolo the auditors the National Assembly committees eka nyin corruption jamal lel funtindi Gambia di wala pour yakalamta bari alna man Adama Barrow muy aninga la masakunda ka diam wala kawol address to address the corrupt people many along ko wala be masakunda nyin kono alna ka moyle anana te moyla jalo singo be loring fotonga tantang ba kumala jalo singo be loring fotonga tantang ba kumala tantang de kumala hani tinting ata kumala tantang de kumala nimme fongo tantang ko ci nimme fongo tantang ko ci ko debe fa tantang mo yo ko ci ke be de bon le de bagala yudi bin kolati bawo Gambia ni to nya fo say ngemo ite mo yudi bin kolati ko nya ni o bondi da ko nak ya fo ite mo yudi bin kolati ha to nya ni mo ya fo rek ite mo yudi bin kolati nimo moy to nya fa kita mo yodi fin kolati aliya just screen o balale ko Delga seized Koima worth over $1 billion, $1 billion Gambian dollars. Sira fongo ni yemen bondi yemen ta Salaji ni joy moto na video menta nunu niya hayman Gambia kodola $1 billion Gambian dollars. 1 billion Gambian dollars. Alingam fo nyininka. Ni motol men beka sang NPP to yala. Bosit kan saba nim feng. Moto kilimo 4 billion. Moto kilimo 4 million Gambian dollars ko moto kilimo pick up killing. Ngene asabu banin dal min bebe NPP ibe moto di le bela. Ngamodo je very useless person. Mam moje brika masado ko me useless tawati. Wofana be NPP le e ko ye moto di wofana dal. Momo yalon ko ka banin tol ke rek. Momo yalon ko ite la family fo samba nyal fo ko le atema rek. Banin killing rek. They will call you yamoto dida. They will call you yamoto dida. Mol mantrai fasa kang isawola. Dolbege wala fumanya wala asabung iba conditional man kono biba kono. Ba o fonni ke ko te doko kala ko te mejo kala. Ah, fo se ku kede men ko le ata doko ni mejoti pour ye balu. Fo se ku ke men ko le ata doko ni mejoti pour ye balu. Iba qur'ano fo lanye ni be diam kan ye qur'ano kot. Ila qur'ano nyin kaw men be kot ni to jiko be ko ma mebe je amanke fendi fo kamu. Ba o jiko mam beti am senea. Adama Barrow politiko kan nante bara ñenu men beka fonti nante ñing sira fongo men beka fonti nante masakunda e kukalam tege Adama Barrow la masakunda e kukalam tege, and we will make sure the world knows this. And thanks to those protesters many along kebe America, one of them I saw Alabama I tandi ko mo Adama Barrow is a sira fam wafilale mati. That was a perfect banner. Sira fam wafilale mo Barrow Adama Barrow na la masakunda sira fam wafilale lemit. That was a perfect description of this government. Gambia di mul bebe fala, mo bebe faka, mo be. Sira fango be molu banda. Sira fango be na molu banda. Sira fango be na molu banda. Sira fango be na molu banda le fre. Ape na molu bankan le fre. Ape na molu bankan le fre. In another development, aliyajele ko the Auditor General reveals numerous financial malpractices in the government sector. Nina sabu ni Adama Barrow birabat na America Bankoka. Gambia dingol ye protest menka la kwoto. Ama wodali lo fo Gambia dingol ye. Taunte ya da malum. Bara se wol muta ay todi la ka fo mol ye follow. Nade ko wol fo mol ye follow. Ali dol kana fa ye follow. Bari benga mo le ya jamme ko jumale ko falindingo that donkey in the state house. Ndama fo. But I just want to tell Gambians, Jamme Menfo, I'll be on during the campaign. I got that donkey in the state house. And that donkey was Adama Barrow. At least that donkey. That was a very specific description of Adama Barrow. Wumate the mallet, Jamme Menfo. Wumate the mallet, Jamme Bate the mallet. Ning, auditul be, kuoli fundendi kan Gambia masakunda kono, kodo mem bekatinya masakunda kono, alala karwo kari. Auditors' reports are revealing so many mismanagements, so many financial transactions. Many alonko, they cost the Gambia government a very huge losses. Financial mismanagements, expenditures that couldn't be explained by the government officials responsible for the various sectors. These are the reports revealed by the auditors. Now tell us in one word. Iba we justify la no nyadile ko manke corruption. In one line, government tefong explain na no. Ning kodol beka dun damento. These are billions and millions of dollars we're talking about. These are millions that would have been diverted to sectors like our hospitals, sectors like the education sector. Yine mudali lot meya sabu fond, more la salary fond man kafuno 30% increment on salaries. The teachers receive $500. The nurses receive $500. Adama Barrow received $15,000 increment on his salary, plus the per diems, plus the drug, plus Sirafem Koimala Kodolu, plus those dubious financial sources, many along sort of from the so-called investors. This is the reality, and we're going to say it. Na Gambia banko be nyimpala so to be. So be batundro kala le journalist ol mini alon ko serious ta banko la ko do. Wol be findings kala la kaje ko nyeng menketa Salaji ya ko no kam baake. Bawi kam fo mo balel be men at least mo le be meni alon ko masakunda la do ko kono. Iko imu mo balel. We want to know those more bars. Ha pari ko la ko ko nyam. We want to know those more bars. Who are those Mobas? I only hope. But Mungola, Fangamandraji, Sugusi Adie. Because I just see what I didn't know it all seen what a Bayalo NPP long. You make a Jutumola. Mosatra Yaw can work out doing the Katami Mobit. Ning me alongo Bangaker. Monaninga Sino Membe. Jumala expect Komong Benjama Condina Kamala Nonan. Jumala expect Kojima Condina Kamala Nonan. Ha. So it is MPP. Everything is possible. We are going to urge the serious journalists, because we know some journalists in the Gambia now already sold their souls to the devil. They sold their independence. And there is one specific thing here that the journalists in the Gambia must understand. Masakundal, government or political institutions, anytime you involve yourself as a journalist, you allow yourself to be engaged with them in any bribery, know that Sama Waka Funtile by force. You know why? Because no government lasts forever. No government lasts forever. And even if what government Nimbodagele, they still the oppositions. You want to write something that they do. You want to write something about them. You are going to be under pressure to write only the positive part. They say everything because it can be recorded. This is the danger as a journalist to involve yourself in this. Imagine be journalist who don't be sitting a personal page will control. Sitting Jai, the traitor, Gambia the biggest traitor. The man may along be a nakatra mile tule. More may along be at a nakatra mile tule. Then Gambia la sona yantem from firing squad when Yanaka fale, firing squad Yanaka fale deck. Be wala political page. The traitor on a political page is being controlled by a journalist. You join the list, will let back control come. They're giving them monthly allowances. They're giving them monthly salaries. They're giving them privileges that to them they wouldn't have gotten those things. Before mislead can be like career tinyaka before jeopardize come. Gambia la political for a tembolo to sign. What while make them blow la what over Nkadua. Roy Mali, you saw our post all these months. It's all about NPP this, NPP that, NPP that. Whether I am an NPP supporter or not. Well, Mamira, I think war is so unfortunate from you. From more NPP supporter, from Mange NPP supporter. I think that shows how low-minded you are. The second thing is, this month na Postal Bay or this week na Postal Bay NPP la mo phone call. This is exactly what we are doing now. We are going to hold the government accountable. And who are the government now? Who is the party in government? NPP government, NPP president. So we are going to hold them account for any mismanagement, any dubious activities. If that do not concern you, it concerns us as Gambians. If you are not concerned about the hardship that your parents and probably your children are going through, it concerns me as a Gambian. It concerns us as Gambians. If NPP could peddle, you expect us to write something different and forget about that. That is not going to happen. We are going to hold them account. The auditor's report that revealed millions and billions of missing funds, the sovereign funds, and you want us to skip that, not to talk about that. If it is not your concern, that is our concern. That's what we are doing. That's what we are doing. If you are not concerned about your brother's madness, the common madness of your brothers, just because of New Zealand, it concerns me. I have kids. It concerns me. I have brothers and sisters. I have friends in the Gambia. We have a generation to nurture. The Z generation that we expect at least will not go through the same hardship that you and I must have gone through. That is my concern. And I must hold that government responsible. That's what I am just doing here. So if you are satisfied with what is happening in the Gambia, that is your personal choice. You can go with it. I'm sure you must have been the kind of people, many alongo, you are satisfied the way Gambia is moving just because of probably your tribal ignorance or your tribal sentiments or your lack of understanding or your lack of faith in God. That is your problem, not my problem. But the problems you see that I am addressing here, we shall address that every single day. Any dubious activity, anything, Gambia side, that is a negative gain to our country. That is what we're going to talk about until we made Gambians to understand the mistakes of their life that they've done by allowing that Zoo president to continue ruling our country as the president of the country. And as a youth, I would have expected you to know your value as a Gambian, your value as a father, your value as an uncle. You have family members, many are okay with Gambia Bangkok. Probably even this morning, one of them must have called you to request something from you. And in the afternoon, they will call you too. At night, they will call you too. But then have you ever sit down to ask yourself, why? Why? Do you think those people are happy to be calling you for every single thing that they need? Do you think they are happy? They are not. But it shows how your lack of remorse, how your lack of reasoning to see the reality. People like you are the mistakes in the Gambia. In fact, internal control to make sure that low-minded people like you are not even allowed to be using internet. Internet is for people, many they can reason, they are ready to learn, they are ready to work for their people to see a progressive nation. You are the problem, African problems. Maybe say don't come back from. Because you made a very stupid point here. Very, very stupid point. So disappointed in you. I can see in your profile that you are like 32 years. But this is a shame. You are the same age with French president. But yet still you think like a chicken. You are a shame. You are a shame. No, I don't want to believe that numerator block. Probably this must be written by a robot or your account must have been hacked. 32 years. You think like a chicken. At 32 years. You can't even see the clearest of the things. And you are here spewing rubbish. So distractors. Imangambia kanu, nyunu mangambia kanu, nyumosivali mangambia kanu, handumanding, muna ning hadamading mensondo mo bafango bala, wase fundim banda kanyi sifal challenge. Why are we talking about the missing funds? That is meant for the development of the Gambia. The missing funds meant to modernize our hospitals. Can education sector can transform? This is the reason why we are demanding for the missing funds. Where are the funds? The dilapidating situation, member care and hospitals. Use grants. If your mother fall ill today, do you know that your mom is not going to be able to be treated in the Gambia? She must be taken out of the Gambia. Why so? Why so? Ask yourself those kind of sensible reasoning so that you can come and be in line with people. So that you can be in line with people. But when people ask, NPP this, NPP that, NPP this, NPP that, when in fact that political party is led by somebody, to me, sometimes I feel like Barrow is anonymous to me. Because Banka Kera and Barrow now, ila criteria so can make him fail. Yes. Bari mbe program mba danne janneto atol meni alon ko albe jibero lambal konton na bage men executive or kamala nanne we are going to engage so many executives to discuss a lot of things. Mbe mo be konton na mo be dawda di seni fati nge konton bage Barrow nge konton seni fati Barrow Musa Sise, good evening, bro. Baraka bake, bro. Baraka. And even you, I'm going to greet you, Rob Mali. I'm going to greet you, Rob Mali. demba jang tuman ibe nyaade jere fadera for the CC ala baraka bake la job for watching ala baraka bake binta CC ala baraka bake Zainab thank you so much for come follow here ala baraka bake me program ni ba dan janato ni for sama wala to formularo if a need arises mbe mo plan na ko take to discuss a lot of things kadual fanam be ka fale ko almanna juma si ala almani kana ken dan juma mubarak to everybody alma ale na banko tanka alma ale banko tanka kairo kono alma ale banko tanka kairo kono be kanyum duwa wati ko labe ke kam banko kan many yalon ko botna Gambia science and thing world cup for in ni ni bakka kan they tell you everything what is happening in the Gambia ni modol jamu ni ko ya bake ko labe be ke kan Gambia banko kan but a be ntol fon ninke let sabondino ntol Gambia de let sabondino and we need to talk. It is only by talking it's a cool falino kamola miro falino but ningande mobe be pretend na komongo everything is okay. Nothing much is going to change. Mola mind falena. Remember Gambia no fana minyame. Jama be ka depend muneka radio and tele. Meneka fundi tele kono will be like propaganda, especially now that GRTS made their stand very clear to everybody that imanta any protest funtindila or any group many alonko itoli will jala as a threat to the government imanta wala wo activities or funtindila. How do you expect Gambian will fana ya be fam back sa fam ndeba mamme sir kia wol ka depend man kan godamu radio ti and tele most of the times so wol ka information the large bulk of information you can message to update themselves about member ke kan Gambia Bangkok is from the radio and television when in fact those two jama bige wol kata propaganda tools lati by the government. Some of them are under the payroll of these government officials. Ministers are paying people kaje ko mungo jitara ka denki loke minister katara mul joka pour jitara ka denki loke ke la good side nim funded. So ibajala ko we need to be talking alanga diam alanga funded. Let us be proactive. Banko mabonde la this is going to happen. This victory is coming. Atemela ning about your alabala. Ha atemela ning about alabala atemela Gambia dimul be jeka barabe kekan men fon le carte faye fi majale bibe wuluka kama bulle fon ka bulaka maka hit to bombard him with powerful words many alongo ni yemo yikega sile follow gele ngoy say ndo la political soniata because masakunda be mu huwolati masakunda be mu sungolati say sunya rofu no mankanya masakunda be ka pusle masakunda be ka dundile nini banta wonya ba kandiri nyale la nyi nyakando be divoko no katara farim pudarola mudola fongol kono katara farim pudarola slowly but we will get there. Allah baraka bake alama tiloto diala juma mubarak to everybody once again. Assalamu alaikum.